Hi, welcome to Crafty Little Things, and it's an exciting day today because we're on day 7. That means it's the last in the series, and for this one I made this little prototype card, which like all the others is 4x4, and this one is a really traditional, using this Christmas Around the World paper, which is full of images that bring up memories of traditional Christmas. And it's really easy. It's just a 4x4 card, so an 8x4 scored in the middle. It's got a 3 3/4 inch square piece of DSP stuck on with Tombow, and then 2 strips of cherry cobbler cardstock. This is cherry cobbler as well, which are cut 1/2 inch by, so that's a centimetre, by 3 3/4 inches, so that they come to the edges of the DSP. I've stuck those on with dimensionals. I don't know if you can see that. Just one at each end, just to give it a little bit of relief, because it's a very simple card, so it could be quite boring. So just giving it a little bit of lift just adds something. And then I cut this bow from gold glimmer paper, and I used a die from the Jar of Love die set, I think it is. It's the die set that goes with the jars stamps anyway. And I attached it with a dimensional. I realised that it was a bit too big, so when I did the next one, I did it with a mini dimensional. And then inside, a piece of 3x3 Whisper White, stamped with the gingerbread man from the Little Things stamp set, using early espresso, and then in cherry cobbler, just stamping the sentiment, which was from the Merry Mistletoe set, I think. And that just added an extra element, because this is for the Christmas Cheer event, making cards for Ronald McDonald House charity. If you don't know what that is, go and check out my blog, check out earlier videos, because I do talk about it in most of them in this series. Then, you know, we wanted to make it easy to do, but not too easy that it's boring. So I thought by adding the insert just gives it a little bit more. Now, I did do a video showing you how to make that, but besides it being so simple, you wouldn't have needed more than what I've just told you. And this is the one I made in that video, just using a different DSP. But there was no volume, there was no sound on the video, so rather than mess about, I just thought I'll just talk you through it, and then I will show you how to make the envelopes today as well. So yeah, which is what I was planning on doing anyway. This one, I was doing it on video, on camera, so I was a little bit, I'm not in my normal position to craft when I'm being filmed. So I'm sat at the same place, but I'm just not leaning forward as much as I would normally, because I don't want to get my head and body in the shot. So I got this one a little bit off kilter, but I don't think it matters. In fact, I think it looks quite nice being a bit offset. And I do prefer this one. I think the lighter background paper does work better, but otherwise it's exactly the same. Okay, so that's it. We've got all 7 of our designs done now. If you missed yesterday's, it was this gorgeous blue frosty scene. Day 5's was a bit of shiny for us with this one. Day 4 was a monochrome black and white job with a cutout. Day 3 was a nice sort of contemporary design and colours. Day 2 was a really traditional, really effective Christmas card and tag kind of effort. And day 1 was a self-stamped DSP and a simple tag. So there are 7 designs. And then obviously I made another one of each one for the video. So there's 14 altogether, and they're going to be given away in a lovely box, which I'm going to show you how to make tomorrow. And they all have envelopes, which are made from papers that I had lying around in my stash. Stampin' Up don't make an envelope paper anymore. They used to, and I have some that I bought in clearance, but not enough to make all the envelopes I'm going to need. So I'm going to use up stash or a good quality printer cartridge paper for the event. Sorry, but I thought I'd make them a little bit more interesting for the giveaway, because that set of cards is going to go into a box and be given away. Right, so to make the envelope, if you use an envelope punch board, it comes with a bone folder kind of scoring tool, and it's the same as the Stampin' Up one, this one. I've had this for ages, but I think it performs exactly the same as the Stampin' Up one. This is the We Are Memory Keepers one. And if you look on here, you can see that it says card size, card size, card size. So you just look for the size of your card, which is 4x4, and then it'll tell you what size paper you need, which is 6 7/8 by 6 7/8, and where your score line needs to be. And this is where you'll be scoring using this tool, and this is where you'll measure that score line. So it says on here that the score line is at 3.5. So I'd take my piece of 6 7/8 by 6 7/8, I'd pop it in, and I'd push it up so the left hand side was on 3.5 there, and then I'd punch and then score along that line. Okay, it's as simple as that. And then I'd turn it, line up this little, can you see there's a little tab there, line that up with the score line that you've just done, punch and score, and then do it again. Your second one should come back to the same place that you punched your first one, so your measurement should still be 3.5 if you just want to check that you're on target, but your second and fourth ones will be just short of that 3.5. If you're not sure you've got the right size, if your card's square, then your starting piece of paper should be square as well. And then in the back there's a corner rounder, and you just push your paper right into that corner, right into there, and then punch, and it just rounds off your corners. Well, it's supposed to round off your corners. I think I had too much paper clogged up in it, so just remember to keep emptying out that. So then all you need to do now is just glue that together, burnish those score lines and then glue it together. This is really nice paper for envelopes. It's a shame that they don't do any anymore, but you can improvise. I use a 130 GSM printer paper, and you can get it in different colours. You know, obviously you can get printer paper in different colours. It can be quite cheap as well if you get, you know, a pack of different colours to use for envelopes. So all I'm going to do is it's up to you how you glue it together. Different people do it different ways. Some people use tape. I just put a little bit of glue up the side there. This is a new Tombow, so it shouldn't be falling to pieces. And then I just put some glue there. And it does say falling to pieces. I didn't mean falling to pieces, I meant running out. And glue up there, press it down. If you've got glue on this little tab here, be careful not to press that down because it'll stick to the other side of your envelope. And that's it. And then what I also do is I've just added a little Whisper White punched out shape. Use the Pretty Label punch. And that's to write the name of the recipient onto. Well, I think you could fit on an address if you wrote it nice and small, or use a small sort of typeface if you're going to print them all out. And oops, I'm working on a sort of a skewy angle today, so. And that's it, and then people can fasten them up with a little bit of glue, a little bit of tape, whatever, a little bit of washi tape, a little sticker. And you should see that this will fit. If you've got an embellishment or a layer on the top, just put it in like that so that it doesn't catch along here. And if you really want to put it in that way, just give your envelope a squeeze, or if that doesn't work, just get a strip of card and put it across, because sometimes they do catch and you can really damage your card. Push it in and then just pull that out, because you might want the back to be really flat for your label. So that's it. That is all there is to it. So tomorrow we're going to do the box. I'll give you a sneak peek because I have made a prototype of a box. I wanted it to be nice and special. So this one's foiled and black, and it's got a red inside. That's to use up some of the offcuts from that paper, but you can see from the envelope paper, but you can see I didn't quite get the dimensions right, so the box is a little bit too small, so I'm going to make another one. This one won't go to waste, and I made a little tag there. I tied it all on with black antique lace, which I thought looked really nice. So I don't know if I'm going to do the same design tomorrow, or I might come up with something different. But you'll see this again tomorrow. I'll show you and I'll explain where I went wrong with my sizing, so you know not to do that when you're making one of your own. And yeah, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for the box, and then the day after that we're going to officially launch the flyer for the giveaway. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.